Did I just hear a scream of daddy?
Probably just a scream of demanding something, but not daddy.
Just a non-specific scream.
I hear nonsense going on out there because the show started. So now it's time for noise.
That's the way it goes, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to FFIB, everybody. I'm Jason, and that is Tom, and we are Finger Flicked in Box. We are brought to you by StreamYard.
StreamYard is pretty awesome. I'm glad we found this little app.
StreamYard ain't so bad. It's kind of fun. Although I did have some very angry dude tell me that he thought this is awful on Rec Room.
What
was it Rec Room? No, he was
awful?
Following River's Edge Cutlery on YouTube, and he said, this is terrible. Bring back Evan. He was like, bring back Evan. Yeah.
Tough.
That's pretty funny.
Tough luck.
Yep. I was like, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best here. I don't have a show, so we're just gonna have to do it live, you know.
There's not room at Rec for both of you, and obviously we saw who won that.
Jury's out. I'm looking for a little remote, guys, that controls the LED lights in my office, and I don't need it, but I want it. Oh, there it is. It's always the last place.
Next to the remote for the underwear remote, right?
No, it's always the last place you look.
Yes. Ooh,
there we go. Better. Now I got a little. Look at some chill mood lighting going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ain't so bad. Adam McCoy's here. What's up, Adam? Brad's here. Jake's here. Carl is here. Jake is very tall. Jake, are you very exceptionally tall, or is your lovely lady exceptionally not tall? Maybe both.
Probably standing on an apple crate.
He could be standing on an apple box. I didn't think Pilot's got that big, but maybe he is tall.
It's true.
It's hard to tell.
I think it's an optical illusion.
Fishy Mon's here. What's up, buddy? Frank's always here. Frank's like poised and ready to be number one every day.
It's pretty impressive.
Absolutely.
Oh, I should pin this jammer.
Probably should. I'm super tired, guys. I went to the pool this morning with my daughter. Today was pool day, opening of the pool, and I spent 2 hours out in the sun getting baked, and my face is all red, and then my lips look red. That's not good. And then after that, I spent the rest of the day outside at my parents' house, had a cookout. So I'm tired. Oh. I'm super tired.
I also spent the whole day getting baked, but I didn't leave the house.
Both. Tom was not baked by the sun.
No. I just had a nice, restful, relaxing day without children. They're home now. But the house to myself. It was fun.
You know what Grandma used to say? I can't miss you if you don't leave.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Why don't you just get lost so I can miss you? Yep. Let's see. It had some ribs that were out of this world. It had brat that was super salty and crunchy and delicious. How do you feel about potato salad? Do you like potato salad?
Big fan. Huge.
Yeah.
Well, when done right, one of my favorite foods. But
I hear that often, that same phrase, when done right, but I can't really think of a moment when I had potato salad done wrong. There's like good. There's good.
If I'm picking pieces of red skin out of my teeth, you did it wrong.
Oh, interesting.
If there's whole potatoes and I'm like effort to chew them, you did it wrong.
Yeah. No, mom hit the nail on the head. Although I didn't put enough pepper on it. More pepper would have been better.
Yeah, but potato salad, I'm a big fan of potato salad, but it can go way bad.
Yeah, we stuffed ourselves, sat around, talked about the time.
Remember the time?
Remember that time? We played member berries. And then, yeah, I had a nice time. Had some brownies. Mrs. Beatty wasn't there. She was feeling terrible. Her Her poor face is swollen up and puffy from allergies. So she spent most of the day in a Benadryl haze, and that was not so good. Oh, Facebook user, yo, dude, coleslaw guy. I also love coleslaw, and coleslaw is another one where it's never made the same way twice. It's always different.
There's only one correct way to make it, though. There's one correct. There isn't a correct way, and Colonel Sanders perfected it.
The good Colonel has perfected it, according to Tom. You need the right amount of mayo and the right amount of vinegar.
Yeah,
I don't want too much of either one.
I think I only like KFC coleslaw. I think that's the only one I've ever liked. Pepperidge Farm members.
Am I a Facebook user today, or did I just do it right this time? In my opinion, you did it right, Facebook user, and you are who you are, and we're proud of you. We love you.
Hey, Jason, remember the time that we went to Atlanta and we stayed up till 3 a.m. before Blade Show? Remember that? Remember that time?
I think you mean every time.
Oh, yeah. Remember the first time we did that? And you're like, is Tom going to stab me? Who is this serial killer that I'm meeting in Atlanta? Or what's going on?
Blade Show. Dudes, Blade Show's coming up, and I'm more than a little bit excited. I'm a lot bit excited. I'm really looking forward to Blade Show. There's so many fun people going. I just recruited a new minion for next year. Someone who said she wants to be with us and she wants to come to Blade Show and be among us. Now,
yes,
you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. No, I get
it. Sounded dirty. Sorry, I didn't mean it dirty. We love you too, Facebook user. So yeah, already working on next year. Already looking for people to add. We're going to +1 this thing, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Who dis right here? I want to know.
I spent a hot minute getting some knives ready, some things that I can show off, including my new smoky stonewashed. Not PM2.
Very dope.
Yep, I put my I put the 121 in my coolest new scales with the cool clip. Dude, I think you're gonna want this done when you see it.
I kind of do want it done.
So, guys, over at River's Edge Cutlery, we kind of invented this pretty sick tumble. It's a tumble and polish on titanium, and I don't know what we're gonna call it. I think we're just calling it like a smoky mirror, but it's pretty bad to the bone, and I will not be the only one sporting it. There's gonna be 2 or 3 people carrying it, but basically it's a darker tie and it's got a shine to it. And then it looks like, I don't know how to put it. It's just like this really dark gray titanium. It's beautiful.
Yeah. No, it's very good.
Yeah. So been dialing in some NAFs. So I got some cool stuff to show. I'm trying to figure out what I want to bring. I'm not going to bring every damn knife this year like I did last year, it was fine. But by the grace of God, none of them were stolen.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't even bring that many PM2s.
It looks like Zerk, honestly. It looks like Zerk, but it's titanium.
Looks good. I don't know which one I want to do it to though. Which knife? This would be kind of cool on here too.
I worry about the texture being too tight. It may not get all the way in there.
It's very subtle. I don't know.
If it's not too deep, I think it'll be all right.
It's not deep at all. It's very light. Very lightly textured.
Yeah, it would look fantastic on that.
I don't like texture. I don't like coarse texture things in general.
Can you do that tumble on my tactile pen or just knives? I'm pretty sure we could do the pen. Interesting. One thing that's a real problem though is the pellets are so small. They get jammed into things.
Yeah.
So we have to use this modeling clay and then stuff it into all the little holes so that it doesn't get jammed in there.
Smart.
Like I found some inside the screw holes.
Oh yeah.
So the pellets are smaller than a T6. But basically you have to punch those out of there. So you take your T6 and you just cram it and try to knock them out. What's happening, Facebook user? But yeah, I'm bringing that. I'm going to bring, I don't know, all kinds of fun stuff.
You're going to bring 2 of my knives. I know that.
Yeah. I got to find them first. Here somewhere. In my backpack. They're in my bag.
That's gonna be my walking around, like opening my jacket up, be like, "You want some of this? You want some of this?" I'm gonna try to slang those that way. I don't know. Pretty dope.
Poor the Touch family got hit with a scammer, clone their account
Oh, that's right.
because they're doing a giveaway. It's kind of the way to get a scammer. If you want to catch a scammer, then do a giveaway on your Instagram, and somebody will clone your account.
They're doing a crazy one with that custom. Well, it's the same as that one you have. It's just a bigger size.
They seem to be giving away a $5,000 knife, Tom.
It is, but it's not. I think you have to go buy something off their website to get it. I'm not sure what it is.
They say one knife per person. Do they get anal about that? They do say that, and so far, no, they do not. I pack my backpack with, I don't know, 15 to 20 that I'm carrying during the day. And it's funny. I'm glad I do it because I end up rotating them. Because before you walk up to the Vero booth, you don't want to be carrying, no Emerson up to the Vero booth. You want to have a Vero on you. And then when you leave the Vero booth and you go to TRM, if you really want to make the Halperns happy, you pull out your TRM. So I recommend having a couple knives on you. That way you'll be all right.
I'm carrying my Emerson everywhere. Everywhere. My ZQC5, I'm taking it everywhere.
The reality is they can't search everybody. So they don't try. You'll be okay. Tom, you do anything for Memorial Day? You said you're going to the farm.
I am tomorrow going to Eugene, Oregon, to the farm, and we're doing it different though, because one, I got a rental car right now, so it's a big luxurious minivan, so I'm driving that beast down, and I'm gonna pack it full of my RC cars, and the kids and the wife, and we're gonna spend the night though. We never spend the night. We're gonna actually spend the night because I can never relax and enjoy myself usually because I could drive down there for like 4 hours and drive back and it's like over. So we're just going to stay overnight. It's a big step.
I love it.
Big step.
Is this Carl? Carl got a rasp.
Oh, nice.
One of the guys at work was drawn, but he was like, I can't right now. I'm tapped and Blade Show's coming up.
Yeah.
So he, like a gent, he got one for Carl. I had a good mail day Friday.
Oh, you did?
Yep. I got a radioactive prototype. It's a flux capacitor drive. Look, Tom.
Good. Does it create 1.21 gigawatts?
It does.
Only
it also goes 80. It also goes 88.
Yeah. Is that a guitar pedal?
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
The flux capacitor actually fluxes on and off.
Nice.
And then the radiometer spikes as you play.
Does it make it sound like Marty's riff at the very beginning of Back to the Future 1?
No. It says disconnect capacitor drive before opening. And then it says shield eyes from light. And then back here it says 1.21 gigawatts of power. That's what it runs on. Yeah, it should have a Mr. Fusion with it.
Oh, yes, but that was like cheating. In Back to the Future 2, they're like, well, this is make it recyclable energy and solve that problem in the plot hole. Make it easier so we don't have to find that plutonium again. I do love that movie.
Doesn't have to make phony pinball parts for Iranians. I made him a phony bottle. Or was it a phony bomb out of pinball machine parts?
Love that movie. There are some interesting parts in that movie. There are kind of disturbing parts in that movie.
It looks like that.
That's dope. I like it. Okay, now I need to learn how to play guitar so I can buy a radiation pedal.
I didn't need one of these the last time I bought one, but I bought one and then I sold it and then I regretted it. And then the maker said never again. And then he made them again. And then last year about this time, I ordered another one because they were available. And then all of a sudden he couldn't ship it for some reason when it was done. And then when he did ship it, it got lost because I don't know if you know this, but there was about a month period where all of the export mail from the UK got completely wiped out of the computer system. Some sort of glitch ate a month's worth of packages.
Oh, okay.
Just gone. Either someone stole it or it was the Matrix or I don't know, fell into a black hole. So he had to make me another one. So now I got another one. And we'll see if it actually sounds the way it's supposed to. The guy told me he was going to do a thing. I don't think he did it. But anyway, I got one again.
I don't. Believe it or not, I actually don't own an Emerson.
You're supposed to guess which one he has.
Oh, do I have what version? I don't know. I thought CQC5 was the version of the knife. A Tonto with a big flathead screwdriver pivot.
I'm guessing a big, fat, thick drop point that could work as a screwdriver.
Ooh, I bet you can. I bet it has a wave. I bet it has a wave.
It'll have a wave.
Okay. What's funny is they make some of the Emersons that without a wave, and to me, it's like, well, what's the point? If you're gonna do it, get it. I mean, come on. It's the only knife you can really have it on.
He meant you.
I don't have an Emerson. I used to really want one, but not quite my jam. I think I'm gonna sell some knives.
Yeah, I need to also.
I was going through my PM2 case, and I'm like, I think I might sell like 6 Aramis PM2s. I don't know. I don't carry them anymore. I'm trying to get more deliberate about what I keep. And since I don't carry them, I don't know. They're like totally custom with XXX hardware. They're, all of them are completely done, and I don't carry them ever. So it's like these are knives I thought that I would never want to sell them. It's not that I need the money that bad, but they're really cool, and I kind of want them to be used.
Maybe
but
should bring
I'm
Blade
not
show.
putting them back to stock because I stole all the stock stuff, so they get sold as is. Like stuff like this, like it's really cool, but I haven't carried this in like 2 years.
I don't know why you wouldn't carry it. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. I don't carry PM2s anymore. I don't know. So I think I might have a little sale going on here.
Yeah.
It's kind of been fun making holes in the case.
I put these back to stock.
Yeah. Oh, why would you do that?
The Scorpions.
Yeah.
Should I tell them why?
Yes, just say why.
You think I should tell them why?
We discussed why you should already. Yes.
You and I have discussed why.
Yes.
Can you guys guess why I might want these back in their regular handles? Can you guess why? Right, it's gonna be secret time right now. You guys deserve to know the secret because you're our friends. You should join the rec room. That's the secret, and you're gonna find out in the rec room why exactly Jason would put his Scorpions back into their regular skin. I don't know. Maybe it's to enhance the family photo. That's a good reason. It's probably for the it's not for the resale value. I won't sell them, man. They're engraved. Look, they got the Scorpions on them.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
By the way, if a fellow were to want to put a Scorpion on their new knife, it's gonna be $15.
Oh, okay. What new knife?
But well, I'm gonna family photo these Tuesday,
okay.
and then everyone will know. But you're gonna want to join the rec room because we're gonna try to talk about it over there first, and then everyone will know first in the rec room because it seems appropriate.
Do you want to see what happens if you say we're going to talk about something in the rec room first? Don't repeat it outside the rec room. How long it takes before it gets back to the Millie Club?
I have a theory. Like, if you want a guitar to look vintage and beat up, the fastest way to do it is to loan it to an 8-year-old and then say, "Be very careful with this," and then don't give them a case, and then just watch them just beat the shit out of it. You'll get back a vintage guitar. So if I were to say that, I can guarantee that the information won't stay in rec room, which is kind of half the point. But here's what I know for sure. I know that 10V is 5 Vs from 15V, and 10V is basically US made K390 according to Laren Thomas. So if you go to Knife Steel Nerds and you watch his videos about K390, he's going to tell you that 10V is chemically so similar, and in behavior it's so similar, you're really not going to be able to tell the difference. So this knife was an exclusive at River's Edge Cutlery back in 2020. Well, I think it was 2020 because the blade says 2020. But 10V with Coyote Brown.
That was an interesting drop. That was the first one that we got really, really involved in. And that was beginning of COVID. That was like the test of, is this hobby going to survive this crisis?
I think that may have been the first emoji. And I think
No.
later we came up with the avocado idea.
I've been doing stuff on Instagram for a long time. That was the first one we marketed as a drop with an
Right.
emoji coming out. That one
Right.
had the emoji figured out.
Anyway, 10V. It's only been used on this knife, the PM2, and it's been used on the K2. Beyond that,
Yes.
they did do an A11 mule. An A11 is the same thing, but from carpenter steel.
Hmm.
So if you like 10V, and I think you should because it's really tough and it's super, super good edge retention, and it's the Scorpion.
Yeah.
Tuesday, we're going to show you what. My SK Shark is 10V. Oh, my. Very nice. So, guys, yeah, we're going to be doing a family photo 10V. We're going to see it in the rec room. It's going to be bad to the bone, and you guys are going to want one. And if you're going to Blade Show, you're going to be happy.
What's Riley wearing?
That's about as much as I should say.
What's Riley wearing?
What's Riley wearing? Well, we threw up a poll, didn't we?
Yeah.
Whether Riley should wear a Scorpion or an avocado. It seemed like a big giveaway.
Yeah.
No, Tom usually doesn't host, and also the little logo in the corner over there.
Do you have to change that when you do it in the rec room? You just turn that on.
Yeah, but it's easy. I just come over here to brand.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I do the drop down, and then all of a sudden it's look.
Oh my God! Rebranded. Oh, it looks like green.
Holy mac! It's the same program.
Funny.
I kind of like these colors. I like these colors a lot. So, kids, yeah, that's fun. That's exciting. What else can we talk about? I sold my St. Nick's Millie. I'll probably regret that.
Yeah, but I don't think you will. I don't know, it's DLC. Everything, I always think I'm going to regret selling a DLC knife. I never regret selling DLC knives because I know I don't use them like I should. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, I wanted more Blade Show money, so I figured I'd better move it. Laren Thomas has written 2 books. Everybody go buy them and read them.
Knife engineering, and he has, what's his new one called?
History of Knife Steel.
That's right.
The Knife Steel engineering book is very good. I think most of it does not apply to the hobbyist. It only applies to the knife maker. But I can tell you for sure there's a lot of good information there. So if you've ever wondered, like, why is S90V hard to sharpen? It's kind of a chemical reason for that. If you want to know why certain steels are more prone to chipping than others, there's a reason for that. If you want to know the properties of the steels and how they're developed, his books are very, very good for that. I can tell you the first book he wrote kind of before Magna Cut, so it's not in there. You'd have to go to the website. Yeah, Air Force, man.
There's pictures, though. There's pictures.
Yeah, it's true. Lots of pictures.
Pictures.
It's scratch and sniff.
It smells like steel.
Yeah. What is the Rec Room? The only thing I know by that name is a VR game. It's a Facebook group. So go to facebook.com/groups/Rec Room and you'll find it. You can also search for it. I'll put a link in the show here later.
Someone throw up something about it. Yeah, in the comments.
Yeah. Yeah. Christian is actually the one who bought the Millie, so I think it's a win-win, right, Christian? Yep. Oh, and Christian, I should have given you more communication than I did, and I apologize. So I think you're gonna like it. The knife came swaddled in bubble wrap from Australia, and it's packed into a fine Corinthian cardboard box, and then that was stuffed elegantly and delicately into a Tyvek envelope, and then labeled. That's right, Rec Room. Could name it the McCoy Room because Adam basically lives at River's Edge Color. He's there all the time. He works for the city, so he's able to get around a lot. He's around the city a lot, so he stops in a
Yeah,
lot, which is cool. It's one of our regulars.
that's funny.
Yes, it's famous. You can go back and get a screenshot of me holding it up for the camera. Man, Tom, I feel like there's a lot of things going on in the knife community, and we should talk about them. What should we talk about?
We should talk about them.
There's a lot of fun stuff. It's going to be at Blade Show.
I know. I got overwhelmed opening up the exhibitor list. I was like, I read to like A through C, and I'm like, I don't even want to read through the rest of the list. There's so many people there.
It looks like Koenig has rose gold DLC. I didn't know that was a thing, but he's got it on scales and hardware and screws and backspacers.
Yeah.
And he's got a DLC and rose gold. It's got my name on it. If I could get that, I'd be very happy.
So I don't know what I'm going to go for. I think I might get a mini goblin.
You want a mini goblin?
Because I don't know if I'm going to keep it. And that seems like a really easy one to flip if I decide not to keep it. There's a lot of Ariuses out there. I think I want a Koenig. Either that or I want a Richard Rogers, actually.
Yeah, you've been showing a lot of Richard Rogers lately.
Yeah, I can't find any information about him on Instagram. He posted today for the first time in months. But I don't know enough about him yet. Like, I don't know what the blade steel is. I'm sure I'm going to find out the blade steel is like some aluminum foil thing or something, and I'll not get over it somehow. Mentally, I'll have a block that'll be like 154 cm or something, and it'll bother me. But I don't know enough about him.
Don't insult the man on the internet.
I don't know. I don't even know if that's the truth. I think they're really cool knives. I've handled them a couple times, but I don't know enough about them.
Yeah.
You think you're going to go for... Man, I'm excited for the camp out. Or not camp out, but the early lineup. That's the fun time. That's where all the chit-chat happens. We meet the Dark River Timber people. The Koenig people are in the front.
I wonder if Long Island Lou is going.
Ooh, I don't know.
It wouldn't be Blade Show without him.
No, it would not. He's hard to miss.
Yep, he'll be up front with Mike Kukulis.
Yeah.
Looking around here for stuff. We got this new sticker from my buddy Tom.
Oh, it's so dope, isn't it?
Pretty sweet, man.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that's the reason to get me to sharpen your knives right there is you get a free sticker.
Get a free sticker with sharpening?
Yeah, that's
pretty good.
That's my little teaser. You get a sticker? Yeah. Send me a knife. I'll sharpen it and give you a sticker.
Pretty nice. How's it going with the prize giveaways? Have you been able to find everybody?
Actually, yeah. I sat down yesterday and just cranked through the rest of it, tagged everyone on a post, and I think I got all of it. People connected to each other, to the winners, to everything. So I think we're good. I always am amazed when people answer my messages so quickly because I don't answer messages nearly that fast. Like, I'll send something, especially for a giveaway, and people, they see it and they're on responding to it.
I think they probably have fewer people messaging them than you have.
True.
We usually get in line about 5. I'd be okay with changing that to 6.
What's that?
I'd be okay with changing that to 6.
I'm not worried about getting the... There's a ton of Koenig stuff. I'm not worried about getting the first in line token or anything like that. So
yeah, if we want that, we have to be there Wednesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
We'll see. Maybe we might be up and so excited in the morning we just have to go. Who knows?
I just want sleep because I know I'm going to get there and I'm going to be tired from the drive. And then we're going to be up all night yapping. And then we're going to get like 2 hours sleep and then get up again. That seems like it didn't work so good last year.
I'm going to bring my Limitless pills just in case. Who's staying with us again? Who's partying with us? We got Seth Gilman, right?
Let's see. I think it was David Lee Roth. And yeah, no, a lot of people staying.
Yeah, we have like We have 8 people in our house.
No, there's 10 now.
Oh wow.
Yep. I hope Sean's okay. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Sean Reese decided to go boating this weekend. And first he had a blown up trailer, and then I think he had a flat tire, and then something else happened. So I hope he's having fun. It looked like he was having off to a rough start. But his trailer hitch blew up, and the boat rammed into the back of his Dodge Ram.
Oh, that's right.
Remember? But luckily he had chains on it, so the boat didn't get away.
Oh, one of those things like you're supposed to do, but not everyone does. Put chains on it.
Yeah. You need the safety chains in addition to the trailer hitch. We got a massive piece of equipment in last week, Tom. It's a Swiss lathe.
Okay, explain what that is, because I know Rips just got one too, and they're making screws out of it.
Yeah, Swiss lathe takes bar stock, like round dowels of titanium, and then turns it into anything you want.
How's it?
It can be pocket clips. It can be screws. It can be all kinds of stuff. And it's a very long machine. And at the other end of it is a very small conveyor belt. Have you ever seen the Simpsons episode where they very briefly show a vignette of how pencils are made?
I'm sure I don't remember.
It's like there's a river full of logs, and the log floats down the river, and then it goes up a conveyor belt into a factory. And they take one log and they sharpen it down to a pencil, and then the pencil comes out the other end in Bart's hand. It's like that. It takes this giant rod of titanium and spits out little parts. So the cool thing is you can set up the bar stock, and then you can hit the machine and turn it on. You can go home and come back in the morning, and you're going to have a bucket full of screws.
So is it like cut the end off of one? Is it a rotary machine? Does the stuff spin? When I hear lathe, I think of spinning stock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the stock spins, and then you have the tool. So because the stock spins, you can get to all sides of it. It's also how they make pens.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And then it has a feeder on it that automatically feeds the bar stock and stabilizes it and keeps it from whipping around. There's a really cool sticker on the side of it that shows what happens if you don't use the feeder. And it shows this bar like whipping, and it whips this poor stick man to death. Good sticker.
I'm surprised I still have all my fingers and limbs and stuff, honestly, from all the machines I've worked around haphazardly in my life and tools.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Or, fireworks.
Yeah. I was thinking about my pyrotechnics. I was thinking about my dad today. I'm like, how's my dad have both of his arms still? He works on tractors way too often to have both arms.
Don't jinx him, dude.
It's true.
Don't jinx him. Oh, I'm going target shooting with my dad tomorrow. I'm excited about that.
What kind of targets and what kind of shooting?
It's going to be indoor range.
Ah. You're going to have like a picture of Osama bin Laden kind of target up and stuff like that? Try to blast it?
I miss the Saddam Hussein toilet paper. No, we're going to use regular old targets. We're going to go shooting. I've got a 300 blackout upper that I just put on my rifle. I want to dial in the scope on that, and then I've got a new pistol that I want to try to dial in. I haven't shot it yet, so
what kind of
play with that a little bit.
The SIG?
Yeah, it's a SIG Legion X5. It's a target pistol from SIG.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, Paula, we'll try harder to get more pictures. The hard part is when you're in the moment, like time goes by and you realize you haven't taken any photos or videos. It's hard to find the time. But
since I'm not hunting stuff this year, I'm going to be much more conscientious about it.
We're bringing 2 people from Rec that are just going to be documenting it. So we should have a lot of content over there.
Nice.
Jake was at an outdoor range today when random people with no ear protection getting way close for comfort. We're just collecting brass off the ground. Yeah, I don't get it. Tom, you know what reloading is? Mm-hmm. You reload the brass.
Yeah.
It basically saves you like, I don't know. From what I can tell, it seems like it saves you about 3% off of the regular price of ammo. It's not. I don't know why guys do it, but guys love it. They like, maybe they're shooting tens of thousands of rounds and it's worth it, but it seems like a lot of time invested and materials to reload. So I
Like
don't get it.
when Dan reloads, though, when he's shooting Dan Tan, that makes sense. Or Dan Hawkins, I bet reloads too, because they probably want their loads very specifically dialed into what they want.
That's a great point. Dan Hawkins is probably after very specific ballistic characteristics. Same with Dan Tan. If you guys don't know, Dan is on the Australian national team for pistols, for target pistols, and so he represents his country in all sorts of firearms contests. So yeah, he does load his own stuff. Doesn't save as much. People do more long range stuff to do it perfect. Yeah, I think if you were shooting like $5 rounds or $10 rounds, you would want to do it yourself just to savor it, I guess, and
Yeah.
really dial it in. Have you been sharpening lately? You've been busy?
Just a little bit. I actually don't have a ton of stuff to sharpen right now. That's the problem. Is like I have like 3 boxes in front of me. I need to do them. They came in the last week, but like I need some pressure. I need some like I have to get stuff done. Like being my own boss is weird. I guess self motivating myself to do things. And so as long as I don't like let a box sit for like more than a week, I get to it when I can. But I kind of want some pressure to like drive me to do it more. You know what I mean?
Should we have everybody send you a knife to sharpen so you
I
can get it
think
done before Blade Show?
yes. I will have more time sharpening actually because we're making a little life change in this house. And Tiffany, good old Tiffany's moving in with us. So I will
Yes,
have a lot more time to sharpen because I won't be watching kids all day because she'll be able to help.
it's true.
So that will make a big difference.
Tom's going poly, everyone.
It'll be nice having Tiffany. So Tiffany's Kim's cousin. She's 28. She's a nurse. She works nights. Kids fucking love her. She takes care of them, takes them places, does things. It'll be fantastic having a live-in babysitter with me.
We'll have to have her on the show so we can both.
I don't know
both
if the
use her at the same time.
audience can handle Tiffany.
I agree.
Tiffany's a good person. She's very chill. But man, you put her on the spot to perform, and she's a lot to handle.
She's like horseradish. She's spicy and little goes a long way. What time should you get in line if you don't have early entry tickets? I think for everybody, whether you're early or late, you're going to want to go on Thursday to pick up your passes. Don't wait until the day of to get your armbands. It's not a good time. You're going to want to be prepared because there is already, probably right now, there's already a line forming to get into the building the day of the show. And getting your armbands in the morning is going to delay your time in line. So I really don't have a great answer for this. The general admission is at noon, and that line probably starts the same time that Tom and I are in line for the early bird. So you can just pick a time and be there. If you don't care about being in the door the moment the doors open, then you honestly could wait until 12:03 and just walk right in, because by then everybody will be in the building and you won't have to wait.
Yeah. Once the door opens up, it's not like it takes a while. Like you hold your arm up in the air and just everyone runs in. So once the doors open, that line flies.
Yeah, you don't have to scan anything. You just hold your arm in the air and they watch for the armbands. I think Tom and I, the first year we got there at like 10 afternoon. We walked right in. We were like, oh, we're so enlightened. We don't have to wait around. And then we get in. We're like, where's all the cool stuff?
Well, we're like, with my tickets? What? Oh, okay. Let's go stand in that line.
There's early bird. Well, it's probably all that Thai Mascus, whatevers. I don't care about that. Turns out we did.
Yeah. I love horseradish too.
We should introduce them.
You know.
He probably is, Seth.
Oh, remember we have our special friend is going to be at the show this year.
Our special friend will be at the show this year.
Mr. Kalari.
Let's not talk about him. I don't know. I've got a good list of people that I want to meet with. It grows by the day, and I started it casually with my coworkers, and I was like, okay, we got to meet with this guy. We're gonna meet with them. We're gonna meet with him. By the time we were done, it was like 30 booths. So I'm gonna be really busy.
That's
Just running
it'll be
around,
fun.
running around.
I'm interested to know if I can keep myself on task this year is my goal. I'm gonna be more conscientious about my path through things and not running back and forth between ballrooms constantly and spending all my
Yeah,
time doing that.
yeah. It seems like that's still a problem. You spend a lot of time running back and forth.
What's a cat pass anyway? I saw that.
Cap Pass is it's a pass that's a reduced price pass, and each booth or vendor is given a certain number of them that they can offer to their customers. So it allows people to get in for less money. So it's a good deal. But Rec only had 20 of them.
Oh, but it's not like
So
a VIP. It's not an early bird ticket though.
it's not an early bird. It's just a
Okay.
reduced rate regular ticket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we already showed that one. No, I didn't say that. It's a perk of being friends with somebody who's a vendor. Some of the vendors actually like give them away and then cover it. Some of them use it as a discount for their VIP customers. It's supposed to be like VIPs. It's a VIP pass for customers. I think they call that a vendor pass, Josh.
For real though, please bring the one wheel. I actually want to try it this year. I feel like
You ready?
I'm ready. I got it going on. Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that we did show already for Rec is Smockadiles. So we made 10 Kevin Smock. We should talk about Kevin Smock. We made 10 Smockadiles. So it's a smock, Tom, but it has this crocodile green color on the blade, the hardware, the liners. It's awesome. We made 10 of them. Actually. Kevin Smock, who stopped by the store on Thursday, signed all the boxes, which is cool as hell. So with 10 of those available, I don't think they're going to last long.
I got a request. Someone already asked me to get him one. I said, you know who you should ask, not me.
You.
I don't like having responsibilities.
So, Tom, Kevin Smock, who lives in Michigan, came by Rec the other day. And it was really cool to meet him. It was I know how well respected his knife is, and you and I both see a ton of people with smocks. And one thing I've noticed about smocks is it really appeals to people who don't necessarily like Spydercos. And I even brought that up with him, and he laughed and he told me a joke. He said, "Here an anecdote." He said that when he designed the knife, he previously hadn't been a knife maker; he was a designer guy, and he took all the attributes about knives that he liked. And then he made a list of all the things that he doesn't like on a knife. And he said, it doesn't have all my likes, but it definitely has none of my dislikes. So one of the things that he wanted was that button lock.
Yeah.
And he reached out to Spyderco and got the license to use the compression lock. And then he made himself a knife. And then he found himself at a trade show. And he went up to the Spyderco booth, and he wasn't even really thinking about it, but he's like, I should show him my knife and see what they think. So he just runs into Eric, who he had never talked to. He runs into Eric Lesser, and he shows him his knife, and then he realizes who he is. And Eric liked it so much, he said, have you submitted this for a collab? And Kev's like, no, I haven't. And Eric says, you should submit this. So he said he didn't know if it was the most popular collab they've ever done, but it could very well be because they've done so many runs of it.
I'd believe it is. I'd bet it is.
That they've done a ton of runs of it.
I mean, the only other things I can think of that would there's nothing else that comes close to that that's a collab I can think of. Like they didn't make a ton of Bowies, they didn't make a ton of Technos or whatever Sliz design. Yeah, there's probably Smock.
Could be. Maybe the Yojimbo micro Jimbos.
Yeah, I think that's like an in-house design though to me because he works there. I don't know, Janich.
Yeah. So it was neat to see him. He had his first smock in his pocket. It was the one from the very first run with Spyderco. And he was like, I just use it. I don't know. I'm not careful with it. And he hands it to me and I was excited to flick it and flop it. And when you know, it was in really great shape.
Okay.
So he was telling me he uses it a lot, but it didn't look beat up to me. It looked like he really cared for it, which was neat. He said he stopped carrying customs because anytime he had one in his pocket, somebody would make him an obscene deal and he would end up selling it anyway. So now he just carries that one. He doesn't feel bad about saying no.
That's pretty good.
He actually started his life as a designer for a cabinet company.
Okay.
So he worked for Craftmade Cabinetry, and then he worked for a color company doing color palettes. So like Pantone.
Yeah.
He didn't say Pantone, but like Pantone does. And then he developed automotive colors and developed cabinetry colors, basically palettes of colors for design purposes.
Interesting.
He said he's got a bunch of other knife designs and product designs, but he can't bring them to market because he's always making things. He's always making the same thing. He's always making the same knife. So he told us like, yeah, I have more ideas in my head and I'm excited to get them out. So he reminded me in that way. He reminded me a little bit of Joseph Vero, who's obviously very creative, right? Coming out with new designs and new models and things like that. It reminded me a little bit of him. But really good dude, easy to talk to. Great guy. I know we talked about Seth. Like one way I broke the ice with him was I brought up like I have a friend that owns one of your knives. It's a special knife, and Seth has a commemorative 9/11 tribute knife from Kevin. So meeting him was really cool. Quite a treat.
Are you bringing your computer and everything to Blade?
I mean, I can. We always talk about doing a show live, and then we don't. Carrying around the extra gear all day doesn't sound like fun.
No, but I don't mind parking. I don't mind bringing my laptop and leaving it at the house if we actually use it, if we actually sat down and did a video.
Yeah.
So I'll bring it. I'll bring my camera. We don't need to bring both because we don't know both need to be on setup. I can bring mine.
It's up to you.
Okay,
I can bring my microphone.
I want to do it because I really do want to make a conscientious effort to document this show much better than I normally do because this year I'm not so stressed about getting anything. I don't really care. If I get a knife that I really like, I'll get it. But like, there's nothing I'm freaking out about. So
yeah,
this will make it a lot easier.
I got a new knife on Friday too.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, what is that called again? Those are the
Isotope.
Yeah, I had actually a good one of those.
I feel like I didn't give the first one a fair shake. I kind of felt like it was too big. It is a heavy, big knife. It's a big honking knife. It is heavy. Yeah. So there were things that kind of bugged me about it that were true then. But I got this one from Dan Tan selling off some of his collection. And I wanted his because it would be fun to own a Dan Tan knife. And the other thing is Joseph keeps teasing a mini version of this. I think he's going to have a mini.
Oh, that'd be cool.
At Blade Show. And the other day he posted his and a smaller in his hands, and then he put it aside and he had one of those blotters, the desktop blotters, and it said prototype, and it had redacted written on a big piece of blue tape.
I did see that.
Did you see that? You know what else it had? It had a piece of blue tape over the steel, and it said redacted.
Ooh.
So wouldn't it be interesting if there was a new Vero,
and not
a smaller version of this knife would go down smooth, and if it was a different blade steel, that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So go Topes.
That's gonna be a busy booth, I bet, as usual.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing about his booth, though, is he has so many models and he has so many things out that you can play with and see, and Yeah.
He's got his kitchen knives. He's got his fixed blade axons, which come in some pretty cool sheath ideas. The kitchen knives look like money.
And he's got his pry bars. Yeah. Does he sell? I don't remember. Or if he just had everything on display.
He's going to be selling everything, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is the most I've ever prepared for anything in my life, which is sad, commendable.
Sad. It doesn't need that much prep, Tom. You're overthinking it.
No, I'm excited because I've been enjoying prepping for it. Like I've been enjoying, like I bought clothes, I bought a suitcase or bag, I've got everything figured out, and I'm really excited to just like do it right and have comfortable clothes and nice stuff. And I don't know, I always screw up when I go on trips because I do it to the last minute. But this time I'm ready.
I don't think you screw up, man. You just got to roll with it. What gloves am I bringing? Fox fur gloves. What kind are you bringing, Tom?
I gotta be the black creepy gloves that everyone wears.
Oh yeah, the black killer gloves.
Ooh, I'm gonna handle a knife. Ooh, I can't get fingerprints on it. Ooh.
That's a good one. Should we talk about the reveal?
Yeah.
Why don't we go through the reveal? I think everybody would like that.
Let's do that. I'll open up my Instagram.
Thank you, Facebook user. We ordered 100 of those, and we were concerned that they wouldn't sell because this is not the first time that knives come out, and I think we're down to like 20 remaining, which is funny. We thought we'd have some left for some future rec custom shop jobs, but yeah, they're going to be gone in the next couple days. Yeah, this is going to be pretty sweet.
I'm getting that. That's
who doesn't want a carbon fiber?
Not expecting that. This is completely unexpected. So I love this.
Yep.
So Subvert 20 CV, and this will have, man, those are thick carbon fiber scales too. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be like the Kapara carbon fiber. So that's dope.
That's gonna look good with the carbon fiber too, because the 3D contouring of the knife is so good.
So we got this Bad Mammer Jammer in several flavors. The lightweight Native Chief now. I don't know if you can get more knife with less weight than a Native Chief lightweight. That is it's a lot of blade.
A police lightweight, perhaps?
I don't know. It's pretty solid choice right there. So that's cool.
So those are going to be in BD1N steel. You're going to get serrated, or you can get plain edge. You can get Spidey edge. You can get partial serrations, and they're also doing a Spy 27 version. I would get the Spy 27 if I were looking for one.
I kind of like the looks of these. These look kind of cool. Like it's got the Ojimbo flair to it, but it's like it's not a self-defense knife. It's for opening boxes kind of knife, and I like that. It looks useful.
It's like somebody took a little native and then just sort of belt sanded it.
Pretty much. Do you know anything about this steel?
I do.
36P.
Yeah, I looked it up. The K294, it's called.
Oh, it's 36. Okay. Mule Team 36P.
K294 is, it looks chemically identical to 10V. And I pulled it up on my little knife alloy chart, and the chemicals were the exact same. There's a new feature, Tom, on the group at the top of the group, guys. If you go to the main page of the Millie Club, let me find it. You go to the very tippy top of the group. There's a new feature called guides.
Oh, really?
Guides are basically like archives for information. So I created a guide for knife steel, a guide for maintenance, and a guide for sharpening. And every time I come across a new blade steel chart, I've been sticking it in the knife steel section. Or
Nice.
anytime there's a conversation about knife steel, I'll take the data and I'll put it in there, kind of create a repository. So nice. I looked up the 294, compared it to 10V, and stuck it in there.
This is a throwback. We used to do this Nishjin blue woven stuff back in the day, quite a while ago. This is before I got in the hobby. They were doing this.
So that's not diamond plate, is it?
No, it's Nishjin glass fiber. So it, I don't think it has much of a texture to it. It's like, but obviously it looks like it does. But I think it's just like a glass, like epoxy sheet, like carbon fiber kind of thing.
I've been thinking about getting one of those stretch to crew wears. I think it's
Stretch.
XL, and then
Okay.
putting sweet scales on it. They just solve that.
Oh yeah,
Now you've got Dama and you got a sweet scale.
that's
Like that's
probably
a
not
pretty.
cheap though.
It's like a custom shop knife.
I don't know much about this. Is this kind of cool? It's like a smaller version of the rock jumper. What was that one
It's
called?
basically a rock jumper with a leaf style blade.
Okay, it's kind of neat.
The grip looks nice.
Yeah, and these are already out. I don't know why they're just in the reveal, but you can get these now. So if you're interested in these Zome Delicas, you can get them with an op focus discount on the website right now.
Those are full retail price on the website. So I think they're probably not selling very fast, and now they want to show them off. Do you still have that Spidey Chef?
Yeah. Where'd it go? I'm trying to find it. I just posted it.
Stop. Left. It's pretty bad to the bone. Very nice.
Pretty cool. I get a lot of requests to buy it whenever I post it.
I bet.
And one time I take it out to take cool videos of it because it's fun to get lots of people like, "Well, can I buy it?" I'm like, "No," because I want to take videos of it and get people to ask me what to buy it later. It's fun.
I got to meet John Runyon at the rec meetup. He drove up from West Virginia and hung out for a couple hours at the shop. And I showed him my my subvert, my pimped out subvert.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of my coworkers, Doug Fox is his name. He has a subvert, Tom, that he had turned into a Chiquita banana. So the hardware is all bronzy colored, and then the handles are yellow, and the blade has the Chiquita logo lasered into it. And it's awesome. So between the Chiquita banana and then I don't even know, I need a name for it. The Jennifer Lopez knife. Between those two, he decided to buy one. So right there on the spot, he's like, "I'm ordering one." And he did.
That's awesome.
By the way, if anyone wants a subvert, I think we have one left. That's it.
Well, you're gonna want to wait if you want a subvert for the other one.
Scale from the Spidey Chef came from Eric Shepard. I don't think he has that material anymore because the guy that made it, basically during COVID, he disappeared and ran away. So there is some shredded carbon fiber out there, but it's different.
This is called mica. So it's pretty cool. It's like floating chunks of stuff.
It's like it's from the bottom of a breakfast cereal bowl more than it's carbon fiber. It's just little chunks floating around, but it has green mica in it.
Yeah, it's got little stones and stuff. It's really cool. But of course, unfortunately, it's one of those knives where like, "Oh, can I get that?" No, sorry. Kind of a bummer.
Let's see. I think we covered most everything, Tom.
I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Yeah, guys, I recommend you come to the rec booth. We're gonna be doing a release of a special knife. We've also got the Smaka dials. On Tuesday, we're going to show you everything we're bringing. So if you go over to the rec room and pay attention over there, you'll get a preview of all the stuff that's coming. We're going to put that together on Tuesday. We're bringing way more knives than we should, I think. But we're going to have 2 glass cabinets. We want to fill it, and we're not sure what everybody's going to buy. But we're bringing a lot of cool stuff. If you haven't handled a Spartan Harsey, by the way, we have, I think, 6 models in. We got a giant restock on those. They've been out of stock forever. This was a 2022 shipment, Tom.
Oh, wow.
And we finally got them in, and they're if you like Hinderer and you like Reeve, it's like they had a baby, and that's what they are. They're pretty nice. They're 4-inch folders, so they're big. They're big boys. If you don't have one,
Yeah,
pretty cool. So
I
we'll have
met
those.
him
We'll have some
before I knew what
uniques.
the knife was.
What's
I
that?
met him at a knife show. I met him at the Eugene Knife Show a long time ago. I had no idea who he was, but I'm like, oh, okay. Now I'm like, oh, I should have cared more.
Gotta hold up. I gotta boot Berto. I'm just
Scammer.
We had our guys come in the group. The first day in the group, he offered up a Nirvana new in pouch for $400, and it was like the first thing out of the box. He's like, "Hey man, I've got this knife, and I don't want to move it, but I have to." And so somebody found it and then told me about it. And by the time I found him, he had deleted his own post. So I think somebody got suckered. But I threw him out, and then 2 days later, he showed up in the EDC Go No Go.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. By the way, disclosure, I am no longer an admin in EDC Go No Go. So please don't come to me and ask me to help you arbitrate your stuff, because I'm not in that capacity anymore. They are more than happy to help you. The group's still going on. I feel like I did my tour of duty, and I'm sort of stepping back from that. I'm just too busy, guys. I can't handle the extra workload of that extra group. So I decided to take a step back. But if anyone was wanting to help over there, there's infinite amount of work to do. So they could definitely use some help. Yeah, but Go No Go is still a place to go if you have a beef, or if you have something that's going on you need to report. If you come across scammers, feel free to post them over there.
And join sooner than when you need to. Join it like in case you need it later, not because you need it later.
Well, wouldn't it be nice to be able to go there and basically do a background check on the guy that you're doing a trade with?
Yeah.
So you know whether or not he's already been reported, and then you won't feel extra dumb about doing business with somebody that's already known to be a scammer.
You know, this is actually kind of funny. The contributor point thing, that's actually like, you can see really easy now someone actually is in the group doing stuff, like with a stupid little point total now. Like you can click on everyone's thing and see, like, is this person actually participate in the group, or is this a one-off thing? It's a quick way, if you guys can look at that, to know like, oh, this guy's around and does stuff. Or if there's like 0 points, that it's very suspect.
Yeah. He's got a custom Rasanti Nirvana 2.0, and he only has 34 points in the group. Don't buy it.
Yeah.
What am I replacing the Forerunner with? Well, I did offer it up for a trade for a Black Snow custom. I would take a Sabotage or a mini Sabotage, but so far nobody's come out and offered me one. I'm disappointed. Somebody tagged Frunky. But what I did do is I got a Honda Accord EX Touring. It's a 2023, and with it. It's fast. It's quiet. The radio sounds nice. The seats are comf. Glides along.
Nice.
It's kind of a boring dad car, but I'm kind of a boring dad, so it worked out all right. But I'm still looking for a Black Snow custom in trade. Until then, it's for sale on cars.com.
Oh.
Well, Tom, should we wrap it up?
Yeah, I think so. I got kids in this house or something I think I should go tend to.
You have kids or something in the house, you think?
I think so. It's like getting bedtime. I should help, all that jazz.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I've been dreaming about putting this woolly mammoth ivory on something, and it occurred to me that this might be the right knife for it.
Is it wide enough? It looks like it's pretty close. Ooh, it's not wide enough.
Ooh, it might work.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'll send it over to Scott with Scott, Mr. Lacey, if you please, and have him work his magic on it.
Well, that'd be sweet. All right, Jason. It's been real.
It's been real. We'll catch up with you guys later. Tune in Tuesday in the Rec Room for updates about what we're bringing to Blade Show. I don't want to be a dick and drag this out. I'm sorry. But we have to coordinate our release of info. So that's when you'll know what's going to be there. I want you to know before you get to the show so that you know where to go with your cash, and then you don't accidentally buy something and then regret it and then not be able to get what you wanted. So
Just plan to go to Rec booth. You're gonna buy something there. So
yeah,
go there.
If you don't have a first destination, stop by Rec.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody. Have a nice night. We'll talk to you later. Take it easy.
Bye.